opportune. My name is Eva, and in today's lesson we're going to cover an introduction to SQL. SQL stands for Structured Query Language, and this is a language that is used in relational databases to create, read, and modify these databases through the use of queries. And as an introduction for beginners, we're going to define a few things here. We're going to find out what is a relational database, what is a database, and what is data. So we're going to begin with what is data. This is raw and processed information or facts. Then a database is a collection of processed data for the purpose of storing, access control, writing into this data, or analysis. Which brings us to a database management system. And this is a system that is used to create, read, and modify a database through querying or commands. Then we have relational database management system, and this is an application that is used to create, read, and modify a database in tabular format. So there are commands or statements or subsets that are used in database management systems, and the first one is DDL, that is data definition language. And these are statements that are used to define the database. And here we have commands like create, drop, alter, you can rename or truncate. We have DML, and this is used in modification, stands for data modification language. It is used to modify data. And in this, we have commands like select, update, delete, and insert. We also have DCL, and this is used to control access to a database. DCL stands for Data Control Language. And we have commands like grant and revoke. Lastly, we have Transaction Control Language or TCL. This is used to save or undo transactions, and here we have commands like commit and revoke. The last thing we are going to look at differences between relational database management system and non-relational database management system. RDBMS uses SQL to create and modify databases, while non-relational DBMS, also known as non-SQL, does not use SQL to create, read, and modify the database. The other difference that we have between these two is the storage. In RDBMS, we store data in table format, while in non-SQL does not use tables to store data. And this brings us to the other difference, where the non-SQL handles data in all forms, while the RDBMS handles structured data. RDBMS uses the schema design to store data where it is mandatory, while the non-SQL schema design is not mandatory. RDBMS handles data in less volume, while the non-SQL handles data in high volume. RDBMS data arrives from one source or few locations, while the non-SQL data arrives from many locations. And examples here, in RDBMS we have Oracle, MySQL, Microsoft Server SQL, Postgres, and SQLite. While in non-SQL we have MongoDB, Cassandra, and RavenDB. This is going to be the end of our introduction. In the next lesson, we're going to cover the basic syntax of SQL. And in these SQL lessons, we'll be using the Microsoft SQL Server. We will go through the installation process and we'll kick off with the basic syntax of SQL. Until then, do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and stay safe.